welcome to, welcome, so, yeah, so you notice something isn't loading up correctly, or haven't been loading up since last year. Um, yeah, this is just sale. Um, I kind of want to talk about some stuff. Like, talk about, like, the new stuff that's been kind of happening in the past few minutes. Stuff that I kind of forgot myself. Just want to just sit here and do some, I guess, Minecraft scrolling around. Um, recent years, in the recent weeks, I kind of want to have this little talk where I'm not like overbearing, not any of this stuff. So, yeah. Let's get back onto building the world. Um, Start off with this project. I'm kind of want to say my opinion and talk about how it true, like how I
Press
kind
the
of
return or wireless controller
stop,
right button to open
and
chat.
like kind of like the reason on like why my channel, like why I kind of stopped talking a lot, doing a lot more stuff to, why I kind of like, ignored everything, and just kind of had it just put it on the wall, like where I'm not like, well, I'm like not like usually just on streaming sometimes. Like I kind of have that was like that part, that part to the channel, um, where it's like, oh yeah, I could have addressed this more in a matter of like in the past, like yeah, I've talked about the situation with Jordan and all of that. Like I kind of talked about that for like a while now, and that's kind of been one of my main big things, just to continually bring up the crap. And it's kind of gotten up to me like where I'm like, I'm not really feel like, oh, I'll talk about this when I'll tell my face is bleeding. Like straight up, like I think that's the one thing like I despise about people. Well, despise a lot about like a lot of people. It's like, oh yeah, they wouldn't. You know what? Oh, I'm looking for in this. Like, something. Here we go. Um. It's like, isn't that kind of like,
Set the time to 119,000.
it's not like me to talk about like the future plans of my YouTube channel. Like normally, like I would go off on a little full-on rant, like normally I would, but like it's so I've explored and talked about this situation for the longest times, and like I think I've even went over like how I was like disappointed in a lot of people, which I'm probably still probably am. I don't know. I don't know how I should feel like this whole situation with like people getting threatened with the, oh yeah, you're gonna, like, Jordan and them doesn't really hate the abuse. Like, how I was saying back then, it was Jordan and them that was, like, they finally stopped. It's like, they never, they never started up. They're the one, well, like, you can say, but you just said, well, what I said, what I'm trying to say is, like, they never harassed this kid. They never harassed him, and that's the believable truth. Because, again, they're not forcing, like, they never done any of this stuff. Which is kind of funny. The same kid threatened, another person on PlayStation. Which is kind of pathetic, you know? Like, I have friends in community, like, when I'm hearing about this, like, when I heard about this situation still going on, like, and if the situation is still going on, I just pray and hope that this kid gets some help. But yeah, I'm potentially getting a new, tablet today, well, next week. And it's like, I think it's kind of funny on how the situation was kind of like, I look at the situation, right? And I'm like, maybe not tomorrow, because again, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. Like, where it's like, no, he... But yeah. Like, when it comes down to it, like, I've seen how people can be over just a simple item. Like, that's why I'm not getting a PlayStation 5. Like, that's one of the reasons, like, if people were gonna say, like, oh, I should be next gen, like, what's the point of being next gen when the PlayStation 4 does the same thing, and it's when Sony should have waited into like another. Yeah, I know it's to come like. What's the point, you know? Like, just like that's why I'm kind of like wanting to move on to PlayStation and Sony. Well, move over to the good old PlayStation. I mean Xbox 360. Good. I mean the Xbox. That's why I'm probably moving to Xbox. Like, if they're gonna really force next gen on this really soon, then I might as well just stop playing that platform. Like, I'm giving it multiple reasons, like, multiple good reasons, like, why it could have been that way, you know? A lot of, like, and I know what y'all are gonna say, like, there's no point of, like, doing this crap, you know? When it was, and also remind you, this was over, like, a month ago, like, why am I going over this crap now? This ended, like, probably, like, if you're lucky enough to say that I was your friend, then, like, I have had that situation where I'm like, and I've recently met a new friend of mine yesterday. It was kind of like one of those things, like, I'm surprised. Like, I'm finally moving on with my life, and I'm finally being able to give some ample enough room or some stuff like that, you know. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe this should have gone to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then turn. Because I don't want to have uneven corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I said, uneven. I kind of don't like that. It's like, that's not my situation to be in. Like, I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way of, like, people threatening to delete crap, you know? Threatening to delete hard work I put into a lot of this stuff, like, a lot of my content. Like, if I'm forced to make another video, which I'm gonna force another video where I'm talking about this, like, I will go off on people and I will not hesitate. 1, 2, 3. Like, my bullcrap meter, I've talked enough of, like, people's bullcrap up to the point where it's like, it's really obvious where my bullcrap meter. Okay. Like, my bullcrap meter been going off since, like, the whole debacle. And there's people telling us to end this stuff. And guess what I told them? The same, like, that's the same thing I've been telling them. Like, everyone's been, including me, like, I said, like, I said that there is limits to this. There is. And when people hit it, it ain't gonna be my fault when people find out how long it'll be. There we go. But yeah. And it's like, I'm like, what's the point of all this fighting? Like, there shouldn't be a reason why y'all couldn't be continuing call. I mean, you know, harassing each other over a... And this happened over the period of time, like, over the period of time I was 18, I think. 18 and 17. Even I acted better than y'all. Like, yeah, at one point I was like them. Like, yeah, at one point. But I don't get off to say that, oh, I wasn't innocent through this. Yeah, there might be there are situations where it's like, obvious on who was right and who was wrong. Don't blame me, I'm wrong. Like, I'm just trying to say that I'm not putting the blame on anyone else. It's like, don't get me wrong, I kind of had an experience with the past year of, like, how friendships are and how they are going to go, you know. And believe me, I had that, like, friendship when it came to a lot of people. Like, I kind of dealt with that, like, all my school life in my first school. I was kind of called the weird kid. I was called the weird kid, actually. Rightfully so. And there was, like, I don't remember a lot of people from there. Because I was there, like, since 7th grade, and people, I don't know. But when I finally grew up, I think it was a time that, a good timing in my life. Like, I think it was actually in the right, let's see, but yeah. Like, I wouldn't say I didn't have, like, a good, not, like, I didn't have a good, I mean, Yeah, I'm gonna put that as gravel. That looks way more better. Yeah. And let's see, do we have brick fencing yet? Like, it's kind of awesome, like, to see the community, like, let's see. Ah, yes. But yeah, like, I think there is in the past year or so where I had had friends, had people that I knew real good and well, but, you know, had to come to the end of the friendship because, again, we grew apart or either we got in a big fight, like, you know. But I'm never the one that starts these, like, in the past year or so, I was kind of peaceful. Like, oh, I'm the one that, like, looks at both sides. Now I'm just like, I'm looking at one side saying, yeah, like, and that's how I'm looking at the situation now. Like, do you think I like to sit here and talk about this stuff? No. Like, it's the kind of a lot of my things that, like, I don't get with a lot of people. They, like, still, like, even if after the same person done and you basically like ignored them, blocked them on, so they'll still complain about you and what you're still like claiming you're harassing them. That's what this kid is doing still. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, what do you expect to get out of this? There's nothing that y'all are gonna accomplish through this, you know. But you always got that one little snot-nosed little kid that like, oh yeah, you don't know. Like, yeah, I might not know what they gone through. I know heck a lot how to deal with, but I know how to deal with anger. It's not to take it out on other people. Like, at this point, it's obvious on who's in the wrong. Like, I think I kind of took that moment, like, took the entire year to figure that out. Like, yeah, no big deal, Logan. Like, you don't know the situation. Like, that's the thing. That's what people say. Like, straight up say to me, like, oh yeah, you don't know the situation. You don't know what I've been through. Like, mate, you are saying that at the same time you do not know what you don't know like what I've seen or what I've been through, you know? Like, that will do, and though you say you, when you clearly don't have that respect, you know? Like, just come to me when you have earned it, you know? Like, how I'll say this stuff, like, I'm gonna say this more than once, actually. Don't be an idiot and listen to your legit friends, you know. Don't like try to be like, oh yeah, he did that. Like, who cares at this point? Who cares if just leave the person alone? Like, there is no way people are gonna believe that my friends, which blocked the kid, I mean, which the people that you harassed told lies about them. When you get called out for them, don't blame them on someone else. There is kids and they will do that. And that's why I think this is why I think parents should keep an eye on what their son plays on like games like PlayStation and see what they get up to. Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta be monitoring and giving them more like restrict their But yeah. And like I had to talk to people about this, like, the same people with multiple people. When it comes down to this, there's no situation, like there is no situation where I wasn't a stranger to, there isn't a situation where I'm a stranger to, like, to drama like this. It's little kids acting how they want act around their friends. I think that their parents should give them a good lesson to it, and I think that should start today. Like, stop defending and defend your kids for their actions. Punish them. If you're like, and make sure your parents like punish them. Like, don't make don't punish your kids where it's like real life threatening towards them. Like, but don't like. What I'm trying to say is don't beat them. I mean, it's kind of terrible when parents have to resort to that. Like, yeah, but before that, like, violence is always never the answer. It's just giving the right punishment. Like, don't, like, tell the kid, like, their background. What I'm just trying to say is either ground the kid from, or restrict them what they do on the PlayStation more. Because that's gonna help them a lot. Like, hmm, like, just restrict your kid to, like, let's say put a time limit on their kids on your like
That is too.
on your kids like watch or playtime, and make them go outside and play a few games, and make sure they don't have their consoles on them, like their Nintendo DSs or 3DSs or their phones, which is gonna make more sense. It won't be bad as a punishment as you interact with your kids and at least try and have a good interaction time. And that's my recommendation. Like, do no, don't do anything like screwed up, right? I mean, don't do it as too gnarly because, like, again, it's kind of like now you got people like little kids, like you're gonna hear these kids, like, you really want your kids swearing and thinking it's alright because, like, the internet, like the internet is no place for your like there's no place to learn responsibility and stuff like that. Don't be lazy and get off of y'all's butts and actually do it. Like learn from your mistakes. Like there is some things to learn from here. Don't be like a giant like total jerks to us, to your to especially your parents actually. And this one goes towards my child audience. Don't disrespect your mother. I mean, do not do anything like saying you hate them. You're gonna be in their position either soon or you will be. Because all as you do complain, and they get to something like this kind of feels like I feel like it's appropriate. It's kind of sad to say like next generation is gonna learn through their phones. Every Hey mama, can you? It's like it's now because of like 2020. It's like more since the COVID. Yeah, I think this is kind of yeah, but I think there's some parents that can make the complaint, but like COVID, like yes, but physically teach the kid. Don't make them get on their iPad or whatever. Like teach them some responsibility, like taking out the garbage or stuff like that. But yeah, I think there is a lesson that will be learned here. Don't be rude to your family. Like give them the respect. They try their best every day. Just try their and they legit work their butts off for you and stuff. They give you the stuff they need that you need to succeed. Don't be a total jerk to people, including. I think that's the same thing goes to friends. Like if they give you like a, if they don't like if they don't want nothing to do with you. I mean, if they are trying to help you when you request help, don't be such a hard butt and actually would respect them. Don't go cussing at them like my friend did. Well, what my old friend did. He's entitled. He feels like he's entitled to everything he looks at. You know, that's in my opinion. At least what I've seen stuff. I think I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna place some of these lanterns somewhere along the little path. You know, because you know. I don't know what. Hold on. Let me just. I have an idea. But yeah, at the same time, like, be responsible and don't like harass your. Don't demand your friend to get this game or what. I think it's kind of funny. There's a lot of stuff I can tell you about, like, what a lot of lessons you can learn from me. Like, I think this is like a good point, like, where I'm like, don't do this. Don't like do this because you'll end up going to this place. You know, like, there's a lot of stuff I can go on like about. You know, I got to be honest, guys. I'm just trying to get this off my back because a lot of these demons has invited themselves. I don't know. I just have a good mood today. Like, I'm in good mood, no one's gonna rain on my day. I said that the last time the kid joined and just... No, I think I said that on my birthday, one of my birthday streams. Like, yeah, I had to take that down because of him joining. Entitled brat. Like, he thinks he's smarter and better than me. Like, dude, you have a literally... You have you have like a entitlement like issue, you know? There we go. I kind of like how I got it set up once in a while. Hold on, go back. What? Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry. But yeah, my recommendation is be good to your friends, and it'll be good to you. I think that's kind of like a good way to say like give people respect. They'll treat you with the same respect, you know. I kind of like this house, like I kind of like how everything is actually handling up. But yeah, this world, I think I'm gonna use this world even if I feel like I want to go on a rant, like this stuff, like how how I'm being feeling, you know. Um, if you're wanting this, but yeah, these are the builds so far. We've basically started a lot of work, and we've been building a lot. I kind of like how this stuff handled came out. Like, of course, you got the little brick house there, and you got the little occasional three little lampposts, crossroads and stuff like that. We must summon the crossroads demon. Crowley just comes sprinting out. Like, it's kind of been good, you know. I got new iPad coming next week. 300, $189 worth it. Actually, no, 109. It was 100. Yeah, 189, so 190. So yeah, but yeah, I feel like this house became more. I think this is awesome, like how this handed out. Let's see, slash time. You know what? Let's go for a yeah. Let's go for day because yeah, like Crowley for like who here watches Supernatural? I could make a Crowley was here son. Crossroads. Like I'm gonna do stuff like this is not gonna be the only build I'm gonna be building. Like I'm gonna build probably more stuff in this area. Maybe make this into like a little bit of you know what? Yeah, let's call this the I guess house the legendary house builders. Well, the PMC gaming Well, I think this is gonna end off that little rant. I just kind of had this been building like for let's see, past few days. Like I said, I didn't really want to address this stuff until like I was for sure get this off my chest. And I know I said I'm gonna move to Twitch. I kind of had my mind changed a little bit. I will be moving into Twitch for a while. Like yes, that will be later on in the future, like when I get my stuff ready and get some stuff done. But yeah, like always, guys. If you're well, guys, it's kind of been fun. Recently, I kind of find myself just looking at the sheep and just saying, another good. So, this is gonna end off this for now. Um, I'm gonna be adding a little bit of detail. Gonna put some more grass. I'm just gonna add some grasses and add more of a grass patch here, and just basically just finish up some few details. Well, and or just finish up on stream, maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is forget about that, guys. But yeah, we're slowly building our little bit of areas. Still build like we're slowly getting there. We only have two houses. Well, screw it. Let's just. You know what? I feel like making another thing here. And maybe, like I said in the future, I might have a few people join, like my friends Alex or Jordan, and if they are wanting to join, oh yeah, speaking of Alex, Alex has not yet returned. He's probably gonna return either this week or next week, depends on whenever he messaged me. But yeah, I kind of want to, leave it as that and kind of want to say I might have got Cyberpunk 2077. What? The game kind of took a break from that game. The game was too intense. Why did that give me? Oh my god! I think the next. You know what? Yeah, this area right here is gonna be the park. This whole area. This. What like? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do for my next. This is a big area. So in the next live stream or whatever, I feel like I'm gonna stream more Minecraft. And then next episode, we will probably continue building this up or finishing up our new survival islands. But always, if you are watching this channel and if you are coming, and if you want to, I mean, if you do want to make, and if you do want to help me out and or play with me, send me a private message and I'll gladly play with you on your Minecraft. But yeah, and so yeah, I kind of want to say thanks to a lot of people, including my new friend. I kind of owe him a lot for chatting with me, giving the time to chat, and finding the time to watch this stuff. I will still be trying to. I will be. So yeah, maybe I get in contact with Kirk if he's still here or if he's still watching content. But yeah, the reason why I kind of stopped on Fortnite is I don't really want to do the challenges. They suck. Summer challenges suck. There and plus. Oh yeah, we also on July 1st. If you've heard the news or whatever like that, with a lot more stuff going on since. So the people that bought this will probably go out to the people that bought Season 7 for on Fortnite Battle Royale. I mean, if you haven't bought yeah, if you haven't bought the was a crew member, if you're not a crew member, or if you are a crew member, you will get Loki and a few hundred V-Bucks, and I think a few of his challenges, and you will also the ones that own this one goes to the ones that own the Battle Pass, but not the crew membership. You are being refunded for your V-Bucks. You'll be given 100 V-Bucks, as far as I know. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end off here and probably make some more major announcements here in a couple of days. Yeah. My name is QueenJCP02, QueenJCP02, and if you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe, and yeah. I think we're gonna end this probably gonna get on some Cold War and start on that, trying to level up. And yeah. Oh yeah, crap, one thing. I found out, I think recently, if you just bought Borderlands 3 and you just completed the story mode and you want to do True Hunter mode with max level Mayhem level 10, my recommendation, Cartel Event. And that's where you find the weapon, and you will have access to all three three locations, stuff like this. Also, if you have not played, well, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end this live stream here. My name is QueenJCP02, and or the legendary PMC Gaming XL, and this has been fun. Thank you for 71 subscribers. I'm out. See ya. And it's kind of funny with some of the shit